Okay, this is our second video. So let's get this set up. It's a bit wobbly. All right, so we're looking now. I was going to show you that y equals a to the x and x equals log base a are inverse functions. What I'd like you to do is just either jump onto your CAS calculator or onto Desmos, or you can go and look at your textbook and just sketch those two graphs. And also have a look at the graph of y equals x, because two inverse functions are always reflected across the line y equals x. So then what you'll be able to see clearly is how this function and this function, y equals log base a of x and y equals a to the power of x, are inverses of each other. But now I want to move on. We're going to talk very briefly about the natural logarithm. That's just the term we use when the base is e, and we met e yesterday in class. So if I have f of x equals e to the power of x, and remembering that e is just a number, it's about 2.7, then when I take the inverse, I'm going to get log base e of x. Now you should know that your calculator has a shortcut for log base e. It's just ln if you find the little ln button. But when you're writing it in your working, you should always write it in full as log base e of x. Just make sure you don't write down ln x in your working. Then the other main logarithm is called a common logarithm. We don't do a lot with this, to be honest, but it's worth having a quick look at. Because historically it was used a lot. So we have base 10, because this is a very easy base to work with. So if I have a base 10 and I want to raise it to a power and I want my answer to be 10, what's that power going to be? It's going to be 1. If I have base 10 raised to a power and the answer is 100, the power is going to be 2. 10 to the power of what is going to give me 1,000? It's 3. And then it works in the same way when I have smaller numbers. So 10 to the power of what gives me 0.1, and the answer is -1. 10 to the power of -1 is the same as 1/10, which is the same as 0.1. So that's why my power is -1 here. 10 to the power of -2 is going to give me 0.01, and 10 to the power of -3 is going to give me 0.001. So that's your common logarithm. Okay, another pause.